Why should a client consider changing their professional deputy?
Yeah, I think there are probably a couple of reasons. I think the main ones are if there's a lack of trust between the client and the deputy. So if that trust is broken down, I think they should think about changing. It's so important that a client trust that their deputy is acting in their best interest for them. And whilst a client might not always like the decision that's being made, so they might be disappointed that they can't buy their dream car, it's important that they understand how that decision's been reached and can see that, you know, the deputy really is looking out for them. I think another thing is if there's difficulty in communication, it's really important that a client knows that they can speak to the deputy or somebody in their team. There's quite often emergencies that pop up, and I think it can be comforting for clients to know that they can speak to somebody so they can be dealt with promptly, and so that money can be transferred that day if needs to be. I think especially with the brain injured clients, it's important that they get communicated to in the way that suits them. So whether that's via WhatsApp, text, email, video call or telephone call, and I think here at EMG we're very good at doing that, communicating in a way that works for our clients. And perhaps most importantly, I think if somebody's needs aren't being met in a timely manner, of course it's extremely important that clients have the treatment and equipment that they need, and that's provided when they need it, so they can really improve and develop their lives and live their lives as best as they can do.
Excellent, thanks Claire. And how would you go about changing a professional deputy? What does a process involve?
Yeah, well, normally the process is a fairly smooth and simple one. It requires an application to the court to seek discharge of the current deputy and appointment of a new deputy. And we usually talk to the existing deputy and they normally consent to our application, and that's because they realise that they can't fulfil their own professional duties if the relationship between them and their client is irretrievably broken down.